Good morning! It's Monday today, it's a public holiday. I'm heading out to the pageant's first meet and greet with the pageant managers and all the other contestants. I'm just playing around with outfits right now and what I should be wearing, and I'm just waiting for my hair to cool down a bit because I curled it. Let's put on some jewelry. So we're back to black, unfortunately. I've just got this like off-shoulder top this is actually from Kmart. And then I've got like a long black skirt, which you guys can't see. So we're wearing the estrogen. I never take my jewelry off, but I had to get a few x-rays done recently. And you know, you're not allowed to have jewelry in those. And something that you guys are gonna see me wear more often is my little black diamond. This is the first diamond I've ever owned in my life. It was actually a gift from my stepdad. He wanted to buy me a diamond as a present, and he thought a black one suits my personality pretty well. I feel like a black diamond suits me. We were meant to find a gold chain for it here in Australia because gold's pretty expensive in the Philippines at the moment, but we haven't gotten around to it. So I've just got it on a Salceology chain. I wear this everywhere now. I feel like it's my good luck charm, but also my protective charm. When you go to an event like this where you're meeting other contestants in a pageant, you always want to protect yourself from the evil eye. Not because anyone is maliciously wishing us harm, but you know, sometimes when you're in these types of competitions, people unconsciously think negative things and project it onto us. I don't know anyone. I don't know who these people are. So basically it's to protect me. There it is. That's what it looks like. A double stack with my gold hoops. Okay, my hair is out now. It's a bit crazy. I'll fix it later. So anyway, as I was saying, today we are going to a meet and greet event, which is about an hour away from where I live. So that's why I got ready pretty early in the morning this morning. It's freezing outside, it's raining, it's just a really crap Melbourne winter day. This is the only time the contestants get to meet each other before the competition, and this is when they break down how it's all going to work on the day. Some of the contestants in the pageant this year know each other in the community. They sort of recommended each other to participate this year and get recruited. There are some alliances there already with other contestants. We are the underdogs of this pageant. I am an underdog in this pageant because I've never competed in one before ever. And people in the community, especially the contestants, have no clue who I am. Like, they've never met me before. We're a bit of an outsider in this competition. But you know, this is nothing new to us. I've been an outsider pretty much my whole life. In STEM, in business, in life, you know, it's always the same. People don't know us. You have to put yourself out there to meet new people. We're not new to that. So I'll be going to this meet and greet alone. So we have to set a good impression. I hope we set a good impression. We're gonna have to make friends again. The thing that people need to understand about beauty pageants when you're competing is you're not just competing on the actual day where you're walking and doing your catwalk and showing off your gown. The pageant consists of how you conduct yourself, how you behave, and your personality across all the different events leading up to the competition. You're basically trying to make a good impression from the very beginning, because there is a wait list of people who want to compete in the pageant as well. Like, they were a bit late to signing up. The pageant managers have said, look, if you can't commit to this, and if you can't commit to this one day meet and greet, then we might have to replace you. It was kind of funny because I got offered to teach this block, so the whole month of June. I declined it actually because when you commit to teaching a block, you have to be available the whole 4 weeks of it to teach. But I already have interstate travel planned for work. I'm going to Canberra at the end of the month for work purposes, and I'm practically gone for like a week, so I couldn't do it anyway. But also because we're committing to a pageant and it just would be way too chaotic to do all of it at the same time. So I'm glad we said no. I don't work public holidays in my policy role. We have a bit of flexibility to attend. I would have attended anyway and found a way. So let's fix my hair and let's go check out what Mum's making, because we have to bring a Filipino dish to this meet and greet. And I don't cook. So I asked Mum to make this dish called okoy, which is like a Filipino shrimp pancake. It's really yummy. We'll go grab that off her and then we can go to the event. I'll see if I can vlog the event. I just don't know what we're walking into, so I'm not sure if we can vlog anything, but I'll try and do some sneaky videos if I can. Otherwise, I'll do a debrief afterwards in the car or something and talk about what happened. This is what we're bringing to the meet and greet. Mum is making Filipino okoy shrimp pancakes. Yum! Alright, we've arrived at our destination and I can see people pulling up and I am overdressed. Oh god. Anyway, let's get our food and go inside. Alright, I just pulled up home. I'm about to go inside, but let's have a quick debrief before I do. That meeting was so fun. Such a typical Filipino event. Lots and lots of food and lots of laughter and just good vibes. So all the candidates were there except for a couple who couldn't make it. All the pageant people were there as well, the managers and people who were organizing the event were there too. Everyone was really nice. Just your typical Filipino aunties, like living their best lives. I love it. One of them asked me if I was Filipino because it's a question I always get. People can't tell that I am Filipino, so they thought that I was half Filipino or just Australian or something, or Spanish or Maltese, whatever it is that I get mistaken for. So they were a bit confused who I was and what I was doing there, but you know, it all got sorted out. I was one of the candidates. I'm Filipino. I speak Tagalog. I speak the language. So yeah, once that was all cleared up, that was all good. But yeah, I made some friends. So we basically sat down and spoke about what the expectations were for the 2-day pageant event. There were a couple of changes. So on the Saturday, all the candidates have to do a little parade, and that's when we do sort of like a presentation event on stage where the judges meet us for the first time. I thought that we get judged on the last day, so the actual coronation day where they announce the winners, but we get judged on both the days. They've advised us that we either wear the same gown on both the days, or we have the choice to have 2 different gowns. Being able to wear 2 gowns is always a better option because it allows the judges to see you in a variety of different outfits, so it actually works in your favor. But the pageant management did say that they didn't want us to spend a lot of money. It's just for fun. So I still have the gown that I wore to Yasmin's wedding. So that couture beaded gown. That is an option for us. We can recycle that again and use that if we don't find anything. Otherwise, I might have to hunt for a second gown. I'm also rethinking my actual gown for the Sunday, because now that I've met the candidates, I'm kind of second guessing myself now. You know, some of the Mrs. Philippines candidates have competed in other small community pageants before. So they have the gowns, they have the accessories, the makeup, the hair all sorted. I don't. So I was like, we'll see if we can find another gown. We're going to try and find another secondhand gown to see if we can upcycle it again. Otherwise, we'll see. You never know. Like, you never know how lucky you get with these things. So watch this space. There are so many opportunities to win different categories for the pageant. You don't just have the winner, the first runner-up and second runner-up of the actual beauty pageant for each Miss and Mrs. We also have the chance to win a Miss Congeniality category sash, a best gown sash. I think there was so many more. Like, I don't actually remember off the top of my head what they were, but they were, Miss Photogenic, like these sorts of categories. So I'm the youngest of the Mrs. Philippines candidates. A lot of them are in their 40s, in their 50s, some of them even in their 60s. There was a bit of a joke today where when we get announced as like the Mrs. candidates, you know, that we escaped from a nursing home because a few of us are a bit on the older side, on the menopausal side. It actually cracked me up. It was so funny. Every single contestant had to learn their numbers, like what number they were as a candidate, and we were all practicing our walks. I'm candidate number 1. So I'm candidate number 1 of the Mrs. Philippines section. If you're candidate number 1 of the Mrs. section, you are first on the stage before all the other candidates. I have to pay attention to make sure I know what I'm doing, and I realized when I was doing my little walk that I'm actually very nervous on stage. So even though I am confident, I am pretty nervous when I'm talking with a microphone on a stage. So I need to work on that. Being first is always a lot harder, and I never go first for anything. I always prefer to go last. You have that advantage when you're last to see what the other candidates are doing first and then try and, do something different. I need to introduce myself on stage. So we say our names. So Angela Aragon Salcedo, and then we say, candidate number 1, and then what town in Melbourne we represent. I don't know. But you have to shout it on stage with a microphone. I'm still not confident yet. I have to work on that and, be as loud as I can. So they've all donated or sponsored something in the pageant, whether it's a bouquet of flowers to give to one of the winners. One of the contestants is funding that, actually funding a sash getting made or whatever it may be. Because I was the only one that hadn't sponsored anything, I suggested to donate some jewelry, so Salceology jewelry, and I guess sponsor the prizes that the contestants win. It's always a good opportunity to get involved and collaborate with these sorts of events. It gives the brand some more awareness. This is a unique experience because it will give my brand some awareness in the Filipino community. So I've been pretty disconnected from the Filipino community here in Melbourne for many years just because I don't go to the events. My family kind of likes to keep a low profile, but I know that with business, with social media, if I want to make this a serious thing, I have to put myself out there more. And I guess being part of this pageant, but also getting Salceology involved with brand collaborations and event collaborations, it will give us a really good platform, I guess. You just never know what opportunities come out of these things. Yeah, we just give it a go. One of the candidates actually she's like a content creator and she's got like 100,000 followers. So she was giving me some advice. She's like, if you want to grow your platform, it's important to attend these sorts of events and get yourself involved in the community. Yeah, she's organized for us to go to stuff together. So I'm like, cool. I also found out that the sun crown that I bought, I might not actually be able to wear it. Last year, the candidates were allowed to wear little crowns as part of their outfit. This year, it's not really allowed. That's really awkward because I spent a lot of money on that crown, but So yeah, we're 3 weeks into the pageant. I might need another dress.
First page singing under the moon. You and me together, it felt so good. But then you made me feel blue when you ran away with somebody new. Look, you're at my door, saying I look nice. Can't you see I'm happy now? I don't miss your lies. I've been moving on, I've been cold outside, and I don't need nobody else to live in paradise.
Good afternoon. I just finished working from home and I logged off a bit earlier today because I had an international meeting last night that I attended at 10 p.m. at night, 10 till midnight. So we have, I asked for a shorter day today just because I haven't had enough sleep. I'm meeting my mum at a dress place in St. Albans and seeing if they've got any gowns for me. Now, I don't know what I'm about to walk into because my definition of a gown is very different from my mum's definition of a gown. So we'll see. We'll see what we walk into, but...
Sunset and gold sweat, green tea, getting smoking, cool breeze and cool friends. Sunset and gold sweat,
Interesting.
green tea, getting smoking,
Okay.
cool breeze and a few friends.
I went to St. Albans to have a look at the gowns there. You know, the Asian ladies who owned the store were really nice, but the gowns just weren't my vibe. I've messaged a lot of stores on Instagram in the past couple of days. Some of them rent dresses out. Some of them sell ex-rental dresses. Some of them were just pure dress sale stores. So you don't rent those, you just buy them. And there was one in particular in Broadmeadows in the north that I wanted to visit. So I quickly went there. The dresses at this store were so beautiful. The dresses were couture gowns, brand new ones. So they cost thousands of dollars when you buy them new. And that doesn't include alterations. So even though I was falling in love with the dresses, I had to walk away from that store. My budget for a gown was only $300 maximum. And that would be pushing it in terms of just getting a dress because it needs to be altered and everything like that. The gown that I wanted needed to be couture, full beaded, lace, I'm talking some really fancy gowns, something you'd wear to a wedding. I was sitting in the car for a while because I was like, do I go home and just try again another day, or should I explore another store? I just quickly was going through my DMs on Instagram from all the other dress rental places I was messaging, and one of them just happened to message me at the time that I was sitting in my car ready to go. Oh, okay, they say they're free. And they were close by, so they were a couple suburbs away from where I already was. So I went in, I just drove to that store. I'm so thankful I went to that store, guys, because we found our dress store. They were selling ex-rental dresses from $100 to about $300, and they range from different sizes. And they were couture gowns, like ex-rental couture gowns that they just wanted to sell really quickly and get rid of. That's a gold mine to me. That was exactly what I was looking for. By the time I got to the store, they were closing in 15 minutes. The girl was really nice. I was just like, can I just quickly have a look at what you have? So then I know what like the types of dresses are, and then I can come back tomorrow with mum to go through each of the dresses that I am thinking about to try them on to see which one is best for the pageant. She's like, go ahead, man, have a look. You know, I only had 15 minutes to just scope my options, and I fell in love. There were just dresses in there that I knew if I wore them, they'd be perfect for the pageant. So if everything works out this weekend, I will have 3 dress options ready for the pageant. So we've got 2, 1 for each day, and we've got an extra one just in case. You always have to have a just in case dress, because you would be surprised how many dramas and problems happen at a pageant. Once we go back and choose our dress, I will drop them off to the tailor that is doing the alterations for my other dress, and we can also pick up that dress as well and try it on, and we'll be set to go, I think. How exciting. I've been very stressed but excited about dress shopping that I forgot to eat today. Like, my hand is shaking right now holding the camera. We just stopped over at this random Turkish place and I just got a HSP. This is my HSP. I only eat lamb when it comes to like Turkish food. Lamb, chips, garlic sauce. Come and eat with me, my friends. Food tastes so much better when you've accomplished what you needed to accomplish for the day. Oh my god, what the? Oh damn. Spilled that. All the contestants are also part of the community.